Welcome back to my cave, once again, humans. Alright, we got 11 stages done, now we got 11 more stages to go. I'm gonna try not to blah 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 so much this time and get to the point a little faster, but I do want to say I was not prepared for the Creepy Citadel boss fight or the Hydra. Like, they are already the hardest parts of the game in the Xbox 360 version. Oh boy. That was after the people who ported those versions did some nerfs to those particular boss fights. You'll see what I mean when we get there. For now, let's just move on to the tech element levels. Introducing you to the next 3 levels is General Robot, who will send you off to the first tech element level in a frickin' cannon. Because why not?
Named Snuckles. That's right, Special Agent Snuckles.
Not this Dweebenheimer again. The level starts you off with another lock puzzle, which thankfully is also pretty easy. There's actually going to be quite a few of those this time around. And then you get this guy, the Trollverine.
Hey! Wait for me!
Yeah, the fate of Skylanders waits for no one but Munch. You can wait yourself. Oh yeah, and aside from being another shielded enemy, the Trollverine's not that hard. I guess I do kind of like Snuckles' cry when you hit him in this game. He didn't get that in the Xbox 360 version. After another easy lock puzzle already, we get to the next area. Wonder what's gonna be behind door number 2. Not these guys again. Honestly, just a random projectile user. Kinda dumb. After a story scroll and a few more trolls, yeah, that kinda rhymed. It's off to the minefield.
Hurry, Snuckles, courage!
He says shortly before he says,
Go get it! I mean, let's go get it. That's right. Hurry, Snuckles, courage!
Atlantic and damn my vindication! Ah!
Owie, owie, stingy! Wow, that hurt! I should just go home!
So we can't actually cross the minefield until we get all the pieces to the map. And you know what that means?
Fetch quest!
After getting the first map piece, you have to take out this thing, who's not too difficult. If I recall correctly, he can also be stunned. Let's see. Charge into him when he's not stomping. Okay, I guess those missiles are a little annoying. Let's see if I can... Yep, the stun works. I'm not gonna say I made the right path choice, but it is fun stunning some of the enemies. Oh, come on, not another lock puzzle. That's 3 now. But thankfully, this one is also not too bad. From lock puzzles to laser puzzles. These are... I'm not gonna lie, I've always been kind of an action person myself. I just want to fight some bad guys. I don't want to go through all these puzzles, but I know there are people who do like puzzles. I just happen to not be one of them. Still, I do at least get a little bit of joy lining up all the pretty lasers. It's kinda neat. Defeat another gun snout. Collect another easy to find soul gem. And then you get to do another frickin' lock puzzle. Come on, people. That's 4 now. But thankfully, you're at the home stretch. Climb up the walkway back to the sandy patch where all the mines are, and follow the map to the golden gear. Still nothing too nutso as far as difficulty goes, but like I said, we haven't gotten to Creepy Citadel yet, so hold on to your hats. I can't believe we're only at level 13 right now.
All right, you're back! The captain was really impressed with my first mission, so here I am again.
Yeah, shut up, Snuckles, no one cares. In this level, you get to have fun with bombs. Got little bombs, and we have big bombs, too. Also, Rizzo's back.
Ho there, Skylander!
You ever hear the phrase, hey there, hi there, ho there? Rizzo, you're just about the only person I know who actually says ho there. Oh yeah, and he appointed himself captain, and apparently is blowing stuff up. I never see him blow stuff up, but hey, he said it, it must be true. Even Nort returns with another doodle of a problem.
Well, color me tickled pink. It's the Skylander who saved our town. The captain sent me to scout ahead.
No, by all means. I enjoy doing all the actual work myself. You just sit back and relax, Nort, would ya?
That ammo dump is just past here, and if you can find a handy-dandy mega bomb...
Can I chronicle the handy-dandy mega bomb in my handy-dandy notebook while I'm at it?
That's the old pepper boy.
Now I just need to harvest some salt from the tears of the fallen trolls. Roll that bad boy off to that wall, and...
Babu's ghost! What a blast!
But what's with that laugh? Okay, I think we have bigger things to worry about than Kaos right now. We got a manic Mabu on our hands. And we also got another soul gem. Pretty easy to find as well. Honestly, he gets one of the better soul gems. Blow up one more wall, and then it's on to the final part of the level.
Now it's time to take the fight.
Anyway, basically the rest of the stage is fighting enemies, which honestly might be my favorite part of the game. There's quite a few of them to beat up, but nothing too challenging. And I can also see where the stunning can often backfire when you're not trying to stun an enemy who has a shield. And of course, more waggly wee goodness. Of course, the level caps off with another one of these tanks. Yeah, we meet again. Yeah, I'm a little smarter since last time, so the joke's on you. Anyway, defeat the tank, raise the last flag with more waggly Wiimote motion, and we completed another level. And thus, the green goo of Primordia is ours. And with that, we only got one more wartime level to go.
Oh, thank goodness you're here! I was just about to... Never mind. I'm not panicking.
I'm gonna level with you guys. There's honestly not that much to say about this level. The core gimmick of using bombs is more or less the same. You get a lot of the same enemies that you've already fought in the other levels. I don't really know what to say about this level in particular. You can blow up this one tower and find a treasure, I guess. That's something. Even the Mega Bombs make another appearance. There's just nothing in particular about this level that wasn't in the last level. Oh yeah, that there is a boss in this level at least. I didn't mention it before because there is nothing to say about this boss. It's just a bigger tank is all it is. Once you defeat the most underwhelming boss in the game, yes, even worse than the Golem, you get the Eternal Tech Source. And that's 5 down, 3 to go. Next, we get a scene of Kaos gloating his rear end off, saying that it doesn't matter, the darkness is spreading, Skylanders is doomed, yada yada yada, and then he starts choking on something. Remember when I said that would be important? Yeah, they kinda just repeated that same scene again. Minor note, but I'd also like to point out that apparently General Robot is afraid of ghosts. I mean, I suppose machines can't really affect ghosts very well, but ghosts could affect machines very well. I guess that's not the most irrational fear, you know, unlike Eruptor being afraid of things that he can basically kill by touching. But I digress. Anyway, taking us to the underground area is this, bouncing skull? Well, actually, first you have to collect all his bones. There's really nothing to it, just run around the beach, find the spots that are marked, and then... Okay, it might be a coincidence, but he really does remind me of the dancing skeleton from Spyro's 2 and 3. I wouldn't be surprised if that was another nod to classic Spyro. But before I go with the dancing skeleton, let's see what the... Crawling catacombs? That's the next stage! The next stage is when we're finally going to get Spyro's Soul Gem! Wonder if it'll be any good. Alright. Oh crap, is this the spider level? Okay, I'm not that afraid of spiders, but I have to be honest, those harvest spiders, the cellar spiders, the ones with the really long spindly legs, those creep the out of me. Just, yeah. But video game spiders usually aren't that bad. I've seen the spiders in this stage. I've gone through this stage a lot as a kid, and it never really bothered me. But I do want to say that I am mildly arachnophobic. Just putting it out there. They are a little creepy, though. Except, hold on. Those spiders only have 4 legs? Like, let me look this. 1, 2, 3, 4, I declare a thumb war. The spiders only have 4 legs. What, did they think that would make them less creepy? No, they're still pretty creepy. Even if they only have half their legs. That's just weird. Like, that was a choice. To give the spiders 4 legs. I don't know. I don't know what went on in their head. Sure, why not? Give the spiders 4 legs. Well, maybe this slime gushing spider will have the right number. Let's see. Nope. Still 4. Anyway, time to go key hunting and... Oh, you don't want to go down that road, buddy. You do not want to go down that road. Alright, just, that was easy. And, something that happened. Oh, Jesus. There it is. There's Spyro's Soul Gem. How do I get it? How do I get Spyro's Soul Gem? Maybe if I destroy that wall and that enemy. Let's see if I... Does that do it? That is it! We have the only Soul Gem in the game that matters for this challenge. This is our soul gem. This is Spyro's soul gem. This is the one that matters.
1, 2, 3.
But the question is, will the move be any good? Because some Skylanders get really useless soul gems. Slam bam. Not too much else to say about this level. You got those little white spiders that leave trails of web that slow you down. And you got the big spiders, which have a grand total of 6 legs, which is still too few. Toys for Bob. Reducing the amount of legs doesn't help. They're still kinda creepy. Hey, at least we found this push block puzzle, though I couldn't be arsed to complete it properly, so I kinda just muscled my way through it. Plus, it comes with a special treasure, a little jeweled spider, which, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. So they do understand that spiders have 8 legs. Because that ornament had... Wow. Just... whatever. Like with previous stages, nothing too harsh as far as difficulty goes. You go key hunting in the dark, fight some more spiders, blah blah blah. And then you get the skeleton mask. Another stage in the books. But before we go to Cadaverous Crypt, let's buy Spyro's soul gem. And here's what we have to ask ourselves. Is this soul gem actually any good? I can safely answer that with a big ol' resounding, yeah, no. No, it isn't. Sure, I suppose it does decent damage and has AoE, but why are you even flying when you could just be charging, which is just overall better, has more DPS, and just, I'm sorry, just... it's nice that he gets a new move, but it's just not a very good one. This stage introduces us to a few new enemies, like these little pushovers, but more info on them later. Zombies that you can only kill with a Fire Skylander or Spyro, or you know, that candle. And not to mention a butt ton of skeletons that almost killed me. Though I suppose me trying to take out every enemy I come across isn't really doing me any favors here. But woof, that's a lot of arrows. Let's at least try and use the horn dive. I do admit at least that is a reference to classic Spyro, but it's just not that useful. It's not the worst wow pow in the game. I mean, at least it's something. Unlike Slam Bam, who just goes across the water quicker, a big whoop. How is that gonna help you? At least Spyro gets a new ability. But speaking of new, another new spell punk. And they can power up those useless little red guys from before. Now they are much more menacing. Though still not too hard to take down, since you can just stun lock them by charging into them, assuming you picked that path anyway. I am getting a little use out of the horn dive, though. Like I said, I'm trying to fit it in there. Geez, here comes more of them. At least they're little baby Roo babies. Baby Roo, baby, baby Roo, baby, baby. Now that I think about it, this place seems a bit familiar. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, isn't this the same location that was used for that heroic challenge I did in the first video? Yeah, the spiders. Still remember the spiders. I mean, we just played the spider stage, so obviously. The big gimmick with this stage is pushing around cannons and blowing up some walls. That's about all there is to say about this stage. I guess I'm not really good at cutting down these videos and commentating, but I guess gotta cut them down or else I'll start ranting, you know how I am. Like with the previous level, this is all capped off with an enemy gauntlet. Also, the undead spell punks change color here. I don't know if they're supposed to be stronger, but I mean, oh, I see. The red one summons the rhubarbs. The white one makes them bigger. Okay, that's kinda neat. But it really won't stop me from taking out spell punks, then easily picking off those rue babies. Also, I can get the skeleton key. Oh boy, we're getting close, folks. We're getting close to the Creepy Citadel. That is one of the hardest levels in the game, and we're almost there. The Creepy Citadel might actually be one of the most crammed levels in the game. Like, I'm actually surprised at just how much there is in this level. I mean, you got your usual suspects like laser puzzles. You get another new enemy you have to deal with, which thankfully isn't very hard as usual since you can just stun it. You get another lock puzzle, and I'll admit this one was actually kind of tough. This one took me longer to figure out than I'd like to admit. But I eventually did. I'm sure someone out there has solved it way quicker than 26 moves though. When inside the mansion, you get these cool blades you have to deal with. You got rotating floors you also have to contend with, along with more of those icky spiders. Then you got what honestly feels like remnants of a scrapped level, taking you into this icky swamp, where you need to manipulate these weird block creatures. I mean, that is something new. And you want to know something? This isn't even the last new gimmick they throw at us. After running the gauntlet against some more of those big Shadow Knights, which once again you can just stun, you get to another block shifting puzzle. And this time you have to guide a laser while figuring out which blocks to put down and which ones to keep up. All this in one stage. And we haven't even gotten to the boss yet. Oh yeah, the boss. That's gonna be another can of worms to deal with. Ooh boy. As I said before, I was not prepared. And here he is. Once again, making another appearance, it's this Dorcas Kaos. By now, you know what to expect. Evil minions, starting with Ghost Roaster, and these minions might be the toughest yet. Ghost Roaster is pretty simple, but he charges a random number of times, sometimes 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5. It's sometimes tricky to get the timing down because you expect him to charge or you expect him to not charge and get some free hits in. It's not too bad, or it gets worse. But I wouldn't say it's pathetic, especially compared to Evil Stealth Elf. But after that, you have to deal with
My evil undead spell of destruction!
he summons these red lasers. I'm not sure how they're undead, but the first one's not too bad. You get some decent patterns to solve. Nothing too nuts, so it gets worse. Then you come across Evil Chop Chop, and he might honestly be the worst of all of the evil Skylanders, just because of how much damage he does with his attacks. With a ranger like Spyro, he's not too bad. Just stay away from him, goad him to attack. It's not too bad, but if you do mess up, you'll take a lot of damage. Where you really need to watch out for him for, though, is during the team battles when you have to fight all three at once. It's harder to keep track of everyone then. But after you beat Chop Chop, you now have to deal with
Particularly evil undead spell of total destruction.
this is actually his worst undead spell. The patterns are a little trickier to dodge. Not impossible, but they're a little more complex than they were before. Oofta! Like that one. And that one. Oh, dang it, I keep messing up. Come on, Spyro. Alright, phew. Next up is Evil Hex. And like any good witch, she's got plenty of tricks up her sleeve. She actually makes pretty full use of Hex's arsenal. You got the bone shield, you got the basic projectiles, and you even got that charging skull rain attack of hers. I'm actually kind of surprised they pretty much fully used her skill set here. Then again, Zook did a pretty good job too. But it looks like you can stun her, which, well, maybe not. It was working for a bit. Alright, oh boy. Not the skull rain, not the skull rain. Watch out, watch out. Phew. Alright. Alright, come on. Come on, baby. Got her. Alright, I think I should be in the clear. Next up is
Ultimate evil undead spell of complete and utter destruction.
But thankfully, this series of spells is a literal joke. Like, it's actually kind of laughable. Wait. Huh? What the? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Ooh boy. Whoa! What the heck? Whoa! That is not... What the... Okay. Okay, I have to stop and explain things for a minute. In the Xbox 360 version, this spell is drastically different. In fact, it is a lot easier to the point of being laughable. The lasers are pathetically easy to dodge, poorly placed, and when it's all over, I half expect Kaos to be all, Oh wait, wrong spell. That's the pathetically evil undead spell of, improbable destruction. Or something along those lines. I was not expecting there to be a lot going on in this version. I was expecting the spell to be more or less the same, but it is actually significantly harder in the Wii version. I guess the team that ported it to the Xbox 360 decided this was too hard, so they tried to make it a little easier by making this spell a joke. But, I mean, does it need to be easier? Kids are tougher than you think. They can take a little bit of challenge. It really didn't need to be that much easier in the Xbox 360 version, yet somehow this particular boss gauntlet is one of the hardest things in the game. It might not be the hardest thing in the game, and we will get to that by the end of the video, but it's one of them. Alright, back with the playthrough. Oh man, I'm so low on health. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, guys. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat the entire game without dying once and just Spyro. Oh boy. Oh boy. You gotta pay attention. Okay, I got rid of Hex. Get the food. Come on, get the food. Oh, dang it. Watch out for the lasers. Frickin' lasers. Dang it. Ghost Roaster ran into me. Come on. Ah, ha, 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 no. Ah. Well, I never did promise a perfect run. Alright, Belle. Time to get up and go. It's get up and go time. Come on. You know what to expect now. Hopefully it'll be a little easier. Alright. Doing good. Doing good. Dodge the lasers. Nice. Almost there. Come on. Nice. Alright, anything left? Come on. Oof-da. There are a lot of lasers. Oh, dang it. No. Oof. Okay. Next is just, we gotta beat the trio. Chop, Ghost Roaster, and Hex. Like I said, this might be one of the harder challenges in the game. It's hard keeping track of all three, but come on, you can do it. Come on, baby. Alright, okay, get rid of Hex. Maybe get rid of Ghost Roaster or Chop. They're really annoying. Do something. No. No, come on. Okay, get good. Hex down. Get rid of one of the other ones. Get rid of Chop. Good. Okay, that's 2. One more. Ghost Roaster shouldn't be too hard. Come on. Oof. Might take a while, though. It's still... Dang it! I can't dodge Ghost Roaster and the lasers at the same time! Got him! Ho-ho. And thus, we have the 6th elemental source. Undead. We're almost done, folks. We're almost done.
Talk to Diggs.
You haven't seen any bombs around here, have you?
Oh hey, our old pal Diggs is back.
Talk to Diggs.
I still don't get why they made him so ugly. It sucks because his voice is actually kind of charming. Like, okay, I guess I'm not going to blow up the wall just yet. Oh, I'm going to blow up that wall. What's behind? Oh, another wing gem. Nice. Anyway, just listen to this.
What was that? Was that another cave-in? Oh, no!
I have no idea what it is about his voice that does it for me. Yet, I kind of overhated Arbo in the last video. I mean, come on, Arbo's not that annoying. This level is mine for the taking. Get it? Because it's a mine. And Jesus Christ, Return of the Weird Faces. Now even Blobber's in on it? And this one's just all... Actually, I'm not going to do that again. So now we gotta break all these rocks with a pickaxe using... motion controls! I feel like this might have been easier on an actual Wii, but having to grab the mouse every time you need to use... motion controls! Is actually pretty annoying. Also, there's these things, but they're basically just fire chompies, so not much to really say about them. And then you got these guys, which I guess are supposed to be upgrades of the enemies we fought before. Oh, now they throw those things. Sure, why not? Ah, now there's an enemy. Kind of like Erupt. Also, you actually might have fought one of these guys earlier in the game if you were playing as a Fire Skylander. Sadly, I'm not, even though all of Spyro's attacks are fire-based. Yeah, I'm not gonna let them forget that. I'm not gonna get over that. Just, why is Spyro a magic Skylander? I do not think he has even a single magic... Oh crap. Okay, big robots. Gotta watch out for big robots.
Oh, it's good to see you again. I came through one of the tunnels and found the Crucible of the Ages myself. But before we get out of here, please save the rest of the miners.
Oh hey, he actually gets a line in this one! On the Xbox 360 version, all he says is,
Save me!
it's made worse when they didn't even carry over the text from that. So it wasn't just an error in placing the wrong sound clip. Even the text box simply said, They did an overall good job porting this to the Xbox 360, but there were some oversights. Obviously, that's a nitpick oversight, but still. Anyway, we gotta get another key from one more. Need to fight a few more enemies in this room, including another one of those big golems, because you need to get the key in order to get some bombs, because
only bombs will break up those purple Zoe crystals.
So start breaking up those purple Zoe crystals, find the last of the miners, and then cart little digs in a little mine trolley to end the level. Next we get a few more classic one-liners from Diggs like,
Hey, tick-tock, into the world and all that.
as well as,
all aboard the express train to certain doom. Choo-choo!
aesthetically, Lava Lake's Railway doesn't really look that much different at first, but we do get our 7th spell punk. He's another really gimmicky character, though. I think he hides in barrels and blows up if you try to attack him. I'm not sure. Really, there's nothing particular to write home about for the first half of this stage, but...
Oh, what a surprise! Need to find another lever. Ha! Who built this thing anyway? They know nothing of mole engineering. Now...
After the absolute piffle-paffle that is the first area, though, we get a change in scenery. That's a little more like it, eh? Sadly, no new gimmicks, just a push-block puzzle. Kinda lame. You know, come to think of it, I've been saying a lot of negative things about this game. Is it really as good as I remember? I mean, to be frank, yeah, I've nitpicked a lot of things, but the core gameplay is still fun, and I really did like collecting all the figures and playing all the different play styles and movesets and whatnot. And I think that is part of the charm of this game. Finding out every character's moves, playing as them, playing all the different abilities and yada yada yada. I'm not good at explaining it. And it's kind of ironic that I'm doing a Spyro only challenge after saying that.
Let's split up. I'll keep this train running while you go find the eternal fire source. Wish me luck.
Okay, so not everything about this character is charming. That is kind of a pet peeve of mine in little kids games like this, where you have all these NPCs that are basically useless and expect you to do all the work. Like, come on, guys. That is one thing I appreciate about Skylanders Swap Force. Wheellock and the Viking Girls, those characters actually do join in the fight, which is kinda neat. Once you reach the end of the stage... not again. Really?
Oh no. I don't know how you did it before, but not this time. The eternal fire source is mine, I tell you. Mine! Even in the mine!
Thus we get a wee exclusive voice line.
And just to make sure it stays that way, my pyro archers on hand to send you to your flamey boom.
Let the flames begin with Flameslinger. He's not too bad considering what you had to deal with last time, but then you get the first of 2 fire spells. For the first spell, you have to dodge raining fire boulders. Not much to it, just keep running.
Oh, stand still, will you? Why won't you let me torch you?
Why do I like how he says that? Next up is Evil Sunburn, and he's pretty easy as long as he can keep your distance. But sometimes I'll get a little gutsy and not properly gauge the length of his fire breath, and I'll get hit. But other than that, not too bad. Next we get another fire spell, and let me guess, raining boulders, right? No! We actually get a unique fire spell for both fire spells. Something this game has not done yet. Every spell has just been an upgraded copy of the one before it, but this time around, we actually get 2 different spells. Neat! Evil Eruptors next. He'll lob fireballs and summon pools, but again, not too bad. This whole thing is pretty easy compared to the Undead one. But what is one of these gauntlets without a fight against all 3 at once? And yeah, this one's pretty easy actually. And with that, we got the Eternal Fire Source, and we only have 1 more to go! Before we can go there, we gotta talk to this guy who is way too awesome looking to be just a random NPC. He could have been a boss fight or even one of the Skylanders or something, but no, he's just a random NPC? Come on! But still, it does feel good to be near the end of the journey. And next up is the Quicksilver Vault, or as I like to call it, the land of gimmicky enemies! You will find these cannons that shoot out orbs that need to have like 3 of them in order for those orbs to actually do anything. Just destroy the orbs and these things are basically useless. You get the final spell punk of the game, which is honestly the stupidest, because he needs to set up that stupid orb in order to actually do anything. You got blue fire chompies now, still only take 1 hit to beat. You got these big guys which have shields and rain down missiles. Actually, I guess that's not very gimmicky now I think about it. Though I do think it's kind of dumb they reuse the graphics from those robots you met in the mines, even though they are not the same enemy. Despite the cool graphics and the fact that we're near the end of the game, I don't really have that much to say about this level either. It's not really all that difficult. There's no unique gimmicks, although I guess climbing along the chains is kind of cool. It's just a straightforward, albeit with gimmicky enemies, level that doesn't do anything super fancy. It's just cool. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with straightforward levels like this. In fact, I kinda dig it. Just give me a bunch of mooks to beat up, and I'm happy. Oh yeah, and there's more block and laser puzzles, I guess. Yeah. After that, just beat up some more goons, get the Quicksilver, and you're on to the penultimate level of the game. And next we get to the Archean Armory, or as I like to call it, the Land of Gimmicky Enemies 2! The Revenge! Not only do we get those stupid cannons that shoot those electrical orbs that are easy to take out, but we also have these remote control helicopter thingies that are also really easy to take out. It just, why do the Archeans rely so heavily on gimmicks? And you know the worst part? They haven't even learned anything by the second game. They still rely on gimmicks in that one. But oh boy, hold on to your hats, cause we got something unique this stage. Not a turret section, which we haven't gotten since the 7th level. Yeah, it's been that long ago, but no. We get to pilot an Archean war machine. Now that is cool! Admittedly, though, it's like a turret section, but way cooler, way more cinematic, and you get to punch things. Can I destroy those balconies? Come on. Okay, destroy the juggernauts. Punch those copters. Punch those balconies. Come on. Oh, I guess you can't destroy those. Oh, but you can destroy that bridge, right? Come on. Crush that bridge. Crush it. Crush it, I say. Yeah, that bridge is history. Next, you get to this section. A big platformer with tons of enemies you can shoot. And I thought you could dock on these. I'm not sure if you can. It might be possible. I haven't figured out how to do it, but I don't know. It looks like you should be able to. There is a lot on that island, so should be able to dock on it somewhere. If I figure it out in a future playthrough, assuming I do a future playthrough, I'll let you know. For now, let's just get rid of some of these enemies. Shoot all the copters. Wait, really? All of them? I don't know, I thought maybe I'd just shoot some of them and leave the rest. It's like the machine ghost in the second game. Just shoot all the copters. Why wouldn't I shoot all the copters? Alright, but next I got this bad boy. Gonna punch his lights out and, Mac, where are you going? Mac, no! What are you doing? Get back there! Punch him! No! That wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, back at the mech, and this time we're gonna wallop him good. Come on, punch his lights out. No, not again. No, where are you going? Stop doing that. I'm doing something wrong, aren't I? I'm not used to Wii emulators. Hang on. I'm not gonna learn anything just by shouting at the screen. Up to Google. Alright, so there's some controls on the emulators. Something I have to configure yet. So, let me do that quick, and then we'll finish the level. Okay, so eventually I figure out what buttons I need to configure or press to lock onto this enemy mech, and then I'm on easy street. Honestly, the mech's pretty easy. Just punch him when he's about to punch you, nothing to it. And speaking of nothing to it, just beat up a bunch of random enemies, collect all the security key cards, which aren't even cards, find one more really easy to find soul gem, defeat some high-powered juggernauts, flip some switches, and then you have done it! You have saved Skylands from the darkness!
What the? Are you kidding me? My darkness! My beautiful darkness!
Thus, the core of light is finally completed, and Flynn gets to shoot off his big mouth.
Now a grateful Skylands thanks me again. And you are welcome. Boom.
Oh, like you did much to help Flynn. And besides,
things don't feel like they're, done yet.
Because as it turns out, we still have one final level to complete. Now it is time to take the fight to Kaos himself. And this one level is where we really get to test Spyro's abilities. Well, at least the final boss anyway. I do like how they kinda hype up this final fight with a pretty foreboding line.
I agree, Callie, but I think this is something our hero must do alone.
On another note, though, could they have picked a more evil-looking lighting for Hugo? He looks like he has hate in his soul right here. But here we are, the Lair of Chaos. And I have to say, the enemies here are really weird. Like, the fire chompies, seriously, or like any version of the chompies, any enemy you can just kill in one hit. Maybe not a good thing to add. I mean, at least we got those lava golems. They're fine, I guess. Then we got the regular unshielded blade witches, not even the ones with the shields. Are you kidding? The stage does have these shock claws, though, and it's a little annoying having to deal with them and the enemies at the same time, I will admit. Wait a minute. One more magic portal to end the game with. About dang time. And back here you got spinning blades and booby-trapped chests. Kinda interesting. But I don't need any more chests. I bought all the power-ups. What more do I need money for? So, let's just go on and see what the final hat in the game is like. Come on. Break out the wiggly stick motion, and bunny ears. I don't know, I think the moose antlers are cooler, but these are inherently better, so I'm going to equip them. Admittedly, though, most of the stage is just running down a straight hallway, although there are these little balconies you can go on with prizes in them, but you can only pick one side. I guess that's a little interesting, but other than that, just refight enemies you fought before, and that's about it to the last stage. And let's not forget the last soul gem of the game, this time of the Ooga Ooga variety. Once again, if you played Giants, you'll know what I mean. I will say that Double Trouble is kind of a controversial figure, though. That whole Ooga Booga business he does can be seen as kind of racist. I'm pretty sure it wasn't intended to be, but it's often associated with Aboriginal people, which, ouch. Kind of reminds me of the fact that I used to call mammoths mammies, until I found out that mammy was a racial slur. So then I started calling them snuffies after the Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street. I mean, he's kind of like a mammoth, isn't he? I don't know, I just think mammoths are awesome. Take my favorite animal on planet Earth and make them hairy. Also, Snuffies is just a cuter nickname than Mammies overall. But after one last gauntlet filled with big enemies, this is it. We are coming up to the final boss. And just like with the Creepy Citadel boss, I was not prepared. By golly, I was not prepared. At first it starts out typically enough. Kaos talks a really big game, summons a few weak minions, slams his chair down. A mere warm-up for what is to come.
I have to laugh. I have to meet my Hydra!
Oh boy. That thing has 4 heads. That thing has 4 heads. Oh my god, wow. But oh boy, does this thing back up the hype. This Hydra is one tough Mother Hubbard. This thing summons a wide, diverse range of different spells, and I swear to Eon, there's even more variations in this game than there was in the Xbox 360 version. Eventually, Kaos will start summoning evil clones. For the first round, it's Eruptor, Slam Bam, and Stump Smash. Thankfully, you don't have to fight these guys while dodging spells. Every once in a while, the minions will go away and then you'll have to dodge spells. I recommend trying to get some healing off the deadly shark bath of doom sharks. You are gonna need that healing from getting close to all those doom sharks. I still don't understand why being close to the doom sharks heals you, but you will need that healing. Up next, it's Zap, Stealth Elf, and Ghost Roaster. We all know how much of a pushover Stealth Elf is, and Zap's only got basic projectiles. Ghost Roaster's also pretty mindless, and once again, you don't have to dodge the spells and the minions at the same time. Next up, it's Zook, Chop Chop, and Sunburn. Well, this might actually be the hardest trio of minions. They all have a lot of diverse attacks. Chop Chop hits really hard, Zook's really hard to dodge, even Sunburn can offer some challenge. Sometimes you'll even have to dodge these spinning lasers that pop up when the previous configuration isn't even gone, and I am pretty sure this was not in the Xbox 360 version. And up last, it's Gilgrunt, Hex, and Flameslinger. I try to get rid of these guys as quickly as possible. They can be pretty annoying with their projectiles. Not as hard as the previous one, but we all know how difficult it is to dodge Gilgrunt's attacks. But the worst is yet to come. Oh boy. I want to reiterate once more, I was not prepared for this. But first, I noticed Kaos's lines are switched around in this version.
I don't understand it. Don't you know who I am? Haven't you heard that it's a bad idea to mess with Chaos? All I need is my Hydra to defeat you, fool. That and my super strong, ultra destructive, all powerful mechanical suit, that is.
He's not referring to his chair, is he?
Dang it, Baalf! Forget about the chair! This is when the Hydra becomes really aggressive. He starts slinging tons of different spells, sometimes in rapid succession, and it can get really overwhelming. And I swear to Arceus, did Kaos regain all his health? He didn't do that in the Xbox 360 version, did he?
I swear to Eon he did. Eon, Arceus, this doesn't matter! Just look at this! Even the spells have tricky patterns to figure out. The rotating spells are even stronger, and just, oh my, wow, just, wow, oh, Jesus. Oh, come on, no, that's not even fair. Dodging the sharks and the lasers, come on, no, what? Nah. Come on, hang in there, Spyro. Just stay in the safe zone, come on, no. Come on, gotta dodge those attacks. Dang it! Come on. Are you kidding me? Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot. Just like with the Creepy Citadel fight, this is way harder in the Wii version than it is in the Xbox 360 version. They genuinely tried their best to balance this boss out. And I think they did a pretty good job in the Xbox 360 version, because in that version, it's hard, but it's not brutal like it is in this game. No matter what, you're looking at the hardest challenge, and okay, that was kind of cool, but you are looking at the hardest challenge in Spyro's adventure. This is the pinnacle of difficulty
in this game. Most of the game isn't that hard, but this is a major difficulty spike. I can imagine any kid who fought this guy on the Wii was gonna go through a few Skylanders before they actually beat him. I cannot imagine many kids beat this guy with one single Skylander. But I'm gonna have to try and do it. Alright, Kaos! No more Mr. Nice Spyro! Just gotta ram him from the front. Come on, soak up some life from the Doom Sharks. Just flame him while the spells are going. And then charge him from the side when you can. It's kind of hard, but you can kind of catch yourself on the side of him and deal continuous damage. It's not easy to do, but it'll help you if you can get it right. But right now, I got something to prove. I don't want to miss any of the fight. I want to show that I beat this guy fair and square. No silly save states. That's cheating. I'm not Billy Mitchell, okay? I'm gonna beat this guy fair and square. Come on. Come on, baby! As Duck King would say. Gee, me and my SNK quotes. Hoofda. Hoofda. Come on. Almost there. He's just got a sliver of life. Come on, just thread the needle. Thread the needle. You're almost there. Oh boy. Okay. Come on. Oh boy. Yeah, lots of stuff going on. Come on. Oh boy. Doom Sharks. Good old Doom Sharks. And I did it! Yes!
You think this is over? Ha! You think wrong. In fact, I think you think that I cannot win. I assure you I can.
And thus, I have beaten the main Skylanders campaign. Chaos is defeated, and Skylands is saved for good. At least until the sequel. Also, we teleport inside his fortress for some reason. I don't get how this scene's going on, but whatever. I do at least have to admit, I admire Chaos's enthusiasm. Even in defeat, he just does not give up. Also, Hugo's looking a lot cuter here than he was before, thankfully. Honestly, Hugo was always my favorite, as far as the NPCs go.
Okay, look, let me go and we'll split this place. 70-30. What do you say?
Like I said, Chaos just doesn't give up. You gotta admire that, if nothing else about him. Even as he goes spiraling towards the earth, doomed to be turned into a Skylanders figure himself, he swears that he will return one day. In the sequel, Skylanders Giants. And that was Spyro's adventure. Is it possible to beat the whole game with just Spyro? Of course it is. But I have to ask, is that really much of an accomplishment for most of the game? Is it an accomplishment for any Skylander to just simply beat most of these levels? Do you really need to see them go through the tutorial or whatever? I feel like if I do more of these videos, I think the real question is, can each Skylander beat the Hydra? I don't think I'm gonna do a full playthrough on this game ever again, but I might maybe fight the final boss with some of the other Skylanders, maybe all of them. No, it depends on how I feel. Also, this version of the game has a unique credit scroll. Flynn is not in the other versions as far as I know. Pretty sure it was just still images of all the Skylanders in the Xbox 360 version, but you actually get to hear Flynn blather on about how awesome he thinks he is. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of most of the NPCs. Flynn's annoying, Callie's useless, Oryx even more useless. But Hugo's cute at least. Then again, Hugo's chonky. Really wish we got more chonky Skylanders besides Gusto. I guess you could argue Kingpin is, maybe even Bash, but most of the Skylanders have hardly any chub to them. Which I always found kind of disappointing, but I also kind of understand. Fat characters are gonna be a hard sell. I get it. But I do still kind of wish... okay. I still kind of wish we had more chonky Skylanders. I swear my entire life doesn't just revolve around chonks and fatfurs. They just happen to be, they just tend to be my favorite characters in most things I play, I guess. But enough of that. Let's wrap up the video. Until next time, I'm Baalf, and the cave is closed.